Shalom. This is Sincere Milk of Yahawasap, Lions Den. I camp out with Lion Den, Ben Hawan Yashuwada in Jacksonville, Florida. First, I to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashai. Bahashem Ha Rokak Rodash Mahamath. In the name of Yahawashai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutations to the Akims on the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. And to the women and children, Shalom. I had to go to my other video, Sincere Milk, because I've been blocked in my other YouTube video, right? Lions Den. Okay. Truth is your shield. It looks like what they did were they're looking algorithm of probably a month ago or 2 months ago, and then they flagged me or whatever they call that. But anyway, this lesson I'm doing here is about it's too late to stop the global collapse. Assume crash position, right? As you already know, Nancy Pelosi went to Taiwan or whatever that place is called, Slovakia. And this is really the hand of Yahweh Shin Yahushua who's pushing all these things, okay? Who is in control of all these things. And we also got to keep our eyes on food, gas, electricity, rent, right? The money, right? Follow the money. The title of my lesson is, not my lesson of Yahweh Shai, is called 24/7 Do the Right Thing. As you can see throughout history, the Edomites can never, will never, it is impossible for them to do the right thing, okay? Listen to this.
Got a really good metaphor to share with you here that helps explain where we are in the world in terms of the food scarcity and energy scarcity, and why there are no quick solutions for this. In fact, we are in this for the long haul, we, humanity, and a lot of people are going to suffer. This cannot be solved in the short term, and there's a real easy way to understand this. You may not know this, but there are canyons in America where if you fly into those canyons, and some of these are in California, for example, if you fly into the canyon with a small aircraft, like a Cessna 172, which is what I trained on, and if you fly in there on a hot day where you don't have as much lift, and it's at the right altitude, and you've exceeded a certain weight of the aircraft, you are dead from the moment you enter the canyon. Even though your aircraft is flying and it's a beautiful scene, it turns out that canyon gets increasingly narrow, and the bottom of the canyon keeps rising higher and higher the deeper you fly into it. And beyond a certain point, you do not have room to turn around because there's a certain turning radius of a Cessna 172. You do not have room to climb out because the elevation that you would have to achieve exceeds the climbing rate of the aircraft, and there's also no place to land because the ground is coming up. And so you're already dead, even though the plane is still flying. Now, this is kind of what's happening with food all around the world, farming, agriculture, the loss of fertilizer, the non-planting of crops that's going on worldwide, and it's also what's happening with the economy in terms of the debt bomb. The debt bomb is already in place. We can't prevent it from destroying the world's Western economies. It's going to happen, just as that Cessna 172 is going to crash in.
So let me stop it right there. So the same way that this Brighton.com websites talking about the food and the economic crash, the same way the Edomites who are in power today, they know that their day is coming to an end, right? I don't know how much, I mean, one will have to look it up, right? How much they had to pay for Nancy Pelosi to go to Taiwan, maybe what, 9 million, 9 billion, or 90 million, 90 billion, right? Plus she has to go with escorts and security, right? Security guards, security military, okay? But they cannot do anything right. Everything that they do is only setting themselves up. That's how the title of this lesson, the spirit moving to put it 24/7, do the right thing. Because they can. The only ones that can do the right thing is when Yahweh Shin Yahushai comes back and cleans house, right? And put back the 144,000 chosen elect that I hope and pray that I'm one of them, as well as my elders camp, Lions Den, right? Yashuala from Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, I want to go to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay, so this is Yahweh Bashin Yashai is predicting and making it clear this is going to happen. This is going to be a done deal. Okay, so of course, you know, the Edomites in America who are in power today, so-called America, right? They got their bunkers, right? They got their amount of food and gas and whatever else stored up under the ground. But that's not going to stop, right? Yahweh Shin Yahushua when he comes back with the angels and, you know, getting them out. Okay, and putting them into slavery for 1,000 years, right? Even as I'm doing this lesson to edify my people, right? The so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled birds, men and women who believe in the name of Yahweh Shai. You know, they're already are going to get ready and implement the conspiracy on rules and laws of regulation so they can come after us, right? Let me take it to Psalm. Give me a minute. Chapter 102, verse 13. You know, they have to stop us from speaking the words that is written in the scripture in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahushua, because it reveals too much, right? Verse 13, thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her, yet the set time is come. Yeah, right. We all gonna be tested in that big day. You know who you gonna choose, right? Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, or the wicked things of this world, right? The what they call it, the MOTB, right? Can't say no other way, right? Want to go to Zechariah? Give me a minute. Chapter what? 1? Chapter 1, verse 17. Cry yet, saying, thou said Yahweh of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yea be spread abroad, and Yahweh shall yet comfort Zion, right, Israel, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. Yeah, these fake wannabe Jewish who are right now over there in Israel, those are imposters, right? You can Google all these things and look them up, okay? Kazanakis or whatever they call themselves, okay? And they're going to be also put in slavery as well. I'm going to go back to Isaiah. Give me a minute. Chapter 14, verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. Woo! And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. You see? So all this is going on right now with Russia, Ukraine, China, Taiwan, right? And so-called America. This is all in the movement of the hand of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, right? Setting the Edomites, okay? Setting them up big time, where they're going to have no choice, right? But to go and hide, right? A lot of them already have been doing that for quite some time. Give me a minute. Right here. I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the shoes of thy feet. Woo! And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zions of the Holy One of Israel. Okay? You know, these Edomites have done so much wickedness, right? That they don't like when the truth is being spoken out worldwide, right? Yet they love the wickedness that they're doing, and they want everyone around the world, right, even their own kind, to bow down at them, right? Well, what's going to happen for being so bold, okay, that when Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai comes back, they're going to be the ones bowing down, okay? For 1,000 years, slavery, and after that, extermination by fire. See, they don't like hearing these things, okay? That's tough luck. Isaiah chapter 45. Give me a minute. Verse 14. You know, another thing that I repeat when I'm doing my lessons, that the Spirit moves me, is that they're standing on stolen land. So they're claiming that everything is theirs because they're buying everything with fake counterfeit paper called Federal Reserve notes, right? Soon to turn into digital currency. So they keep on stealing, and they say, well, we got the record, we're giving you, paper of no value, right? And because they have the weapons. Well, Yahweh Shai is going to come back and remove that blessing, okay? Isaiah chapter 45, verse 14. Thou said Yahweh, the labor of Egypt and merchandise of Ethiopia, and of the Sabines, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and they shall come after thee in chains, they shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee, Slakia. They shall make supplications unto thee, saying, surely Yahweh is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God. Yeah. They're going to realize that there's only one, right? The Father and the Son, Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, and that these fake gods that they've been teaching for all these years on Christian colleges, right? It's been one big fat lie, okay? That Jesus, right, with the blue eyes, long blonde hair, and high heels, that's Caesar Borgia, right? You can Google these things yourselves, so you can verify it. They lie to their own kind. Song Song. Chapter 149. Give me a minute. Where are you? Verse 8. To bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with feathers of iron. What you call those ankle chains, right? Ankle bracelet chains. So the same way they did to our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled birds, is going to be done unto them, right? Verse 9, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor has all his saints. That's right. Praise Yahweh. Okay? So it's going to happen. And that's what come right now. They're getting ready, right? They believe that the weapons of mass destruction that they have will protect them, defend them, and that they can fight, right? Yahweh Shah, when he comes back, what they call UFOs, when they really are chariots, okay? 1 Corinthians, give me a minute. 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 25. And thou art the secrets of his heart made manifest. And so falling down on his face, he will worship Yahweh and report that Yahweh is in you of a truth. Yeah. They're going to realize, they're going to remember, oh, wait a minute, this is the Son of the Most High. This is Yahweh Shai. And he comes with the truth, right? The whole world is going to know it and see it. Verse 26. How is it then, brethren, that when ye comes together, every one of you has a song, has a doctrine, has a tongue, has a revelation, and has an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying, right? And this is what I'm doing right now, edifying my people, so-called Negros Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds, men and women, those who believe in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, and are doing the best they can to do his will, who are being called. It's not for all of them, right? It's not for all the 12 tribes, okay? 2/3 are going to be punished on this side, okay? Are going to get burned with fire. But they will come back in the new kingdom as babies, okay? I'm going to take it back to Isaiah. Give me a minute. Isaiah chapter 14. What happened? I passed it. Verse 3 and 4. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Woo! Verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Yep, so-called America. And say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. That's right. How it stopped. What happened? You were so powerful? Oh, it was all talk? All these years it was all talk? Right? Countries around the world waking up to this wicked Edomite system. And they're fed up. Even their own kind, right? Russia, right? I'm going to take it to Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now you know those who know the story, they were what? Disintegrated, right? It was ashes. To this day, when archaeology found the place, to this day, you cannot build anything upon it. Okay? You can grab a rock that will fit in your hand, and you can just pulverizes just by squeezing. It turns into dust. Okay? That's what's going to happen to America for its wickedness. Go back to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 5. Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Yeah. Okay. This was going to happen. The blessing that Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave to the Edomites, right? The toys that are really not theirs. It was just for them to get a taste, right, of what power is. They didn't do the right thing, right? 24/7. They didn't do the right thing. And it was just to teach us, right? So that we can learn what wickedness really is, which is what? Destructive. That's all it is, right? All these years, all this high education, right? The way they speak, right? Look at the end results. They want to destroy. They have been destroying everything: the air, the water, the food, the land, the clothes, the money, the people, right? I'm gonna leave it with on song 120. Oops, Slack. I gotta go back. Give me a minute. Song 125. Still looking. Verse 3 all the way to 5. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest. Oop, give me a minute. What happened here? Up. Can't move this? All right, well, all right. Let me go do it again. Verse 3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest up the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Okay? And of course, 2/3 have done that, and they're going to have to, face the judgment for that. Verse 4, do good, Yahweh O Yahweh, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, in their mind. Verse 5, as for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, Yahweh shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace shall be upon Israel. Always will be. Okay? I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.